Right monitor. Oh, that is the right monitor. Duh. Okay. Working on Helix and Tonex. I'm trying to get the levels right. I've seen all these people fighting on all the forums about input gains and everything, but it occurs to me that I've probably been running my Helix way too hot since I got it, and I want to know where Unity gain is, and so I'm gonna do some little tests here. Gonna use my headphone output, and I'm just gonna make a signal for Mike to try out. I'm not sure how this is gonna work because this is a TRS out because it's a headphone. So I'm just gonna see what levels what. So let me figure out where Unity gain is. And I gotta find Unity on the Helix's outputs first, and then I'm gonna find it on Tonex and the effects loops and everything else. There's some controversy whether the Tonex is line level on the way out or instrument level. I don't know. So we're gonna figure this out. So we're looking at this forum post here. I say I've watched several videos that say the Tonex pedal is line level out while the input is instrument level. They show sending from the Helix send at instrument level and using a different return, so it can be at instrument level. So it can be set at line levels, I should have said. On Jason Sadites, I'm not sure how he says it, Sadites video, he makes it look like the volume will be the same with setting the effects return to line or instrument level with just a tone change. But when I do this, the pedal's output volume is way lower on line than instrument level, which is what I would expect, but not how the video makes it look. I find myself running the Tonex pedal's global output volume at +3 and the return at instrument level and +4 to get into the ballpark of the stock Helix amp volumes. Does this sound right? Also, I realized the global input trim was set to +8.5, which was way too much even at 0. Tonex pedal is a lot noisier from my Helix's effects send than if I plug a guitar cable straight into it and back into the Helix's effects return. And I mean on a blank preset with just effects send and return. Does anyone know the settings for Unity gain on these things? I guess I'm trying to work that out myself tomorrow. Maverick 102000 says that more recent videos state from IK Multimedia, who makes the Tonex pedal, that it is instrument level. I ran it at line and just left default settings for quite some time now. I just run the effects loop in Helix and set to instrument loop 1. So I wonder, should I just be sending line level signal to it and maybe it'll be quieter, or what am I looking at? So somebody else is saying HX's sends add quite a bit of noise. Yeah, okay. And, some of this is probably coming from the USB things that are plugged in. That makes sense. Man, I gotta say, I do not like the Tonex software. It's horrible. I think you get spoiled by the Helix. Maybe that's what it is. So I really wanted to know, how do you set? How do you know where Unity is on the Helix? And somebody said full up is Unity on the big volume knob. And I also asked for the 1/4-inch line outs of Helix floor, if I have it set to ignore the volume knob, is its output Unity with the input? Trying to figure out how it will calibrate levels here. And Dai Schmale, I don't know how you say that, says yes if input and output levels are set to instrument. Okay, so I am plugging my headphone outs into here. So let's not have this be really noisy and lame. So let me take this out of the master send. I'm gonna put MDA test tone on here. And these are free, MDA, like there's a bunch of really free, good free utility plugins they make. I'm just going to do sine and, should I do -18? Let's do -12. I'm probably going to have to saturate some amps in order to figure out some levels here, because I want to know where the Helix's stock amps are as well. Okay, so this is -12. Sorry, the only prescription glasses I got right now are, they're dark, man. I can barely see. Okay, so that should be sending out. And let me take a look at how I can get this to. So what do my headphones listen to? Headphones listen to. I want the headphones to only listen to, not the sub out. Oh no, that's not. Never mind. I want the headphones to listen to just the Helix analog in. But I don't want that to go to the output right now. So let me put main. Not going to hear Helix analog. Okay. You have to go to my other. So I have two Digiface USBs in here. Okay, so one of these guys should be this one right here. So why am I not hearing anything? Oh, because the headphone's not doing anything. Oh, wait a second. No, I don't want it to listen to Helix analog. I want it to listen to just something on Reaper. Okay, this is dumb. Okay, let me go back. Okay. Headphones. How do I get to the headphones? What are the headphones? The headphones are Reaper 3.4. I think. Let's see if that's right. Reaper 3.4. Man, my routing is confusing. Audio hardware out. Reaper 3 and 4. So now I see it. There it is, the studio headphones. So I'm going to put the phone's volume up until I get to like, well, it's 12, right? So I only see 12 here. And I'm not really seeing anything. Okay, why is that? Now I don't know if they're canceling themselves out because I'm using a tip ring sleeve. So let me try just plug in halfway into here. Let me see if that does anything. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit tricky. I don't want this knob to get turned at all. Also, you know, I'm plugged halfway in. I don't know if you saw that. I don't want to touch anything because it's going to mess everything up. So I want to get this to match like 12 decibels. So if I put the phones at Unity, no, that's going to be too loud. You know, honestly, headphones should be at 12, right? Let me see if it. Hold on, sorry. Let me try some reader glasses. I cannot see. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay. So this is right. I'm setting the headphone out to, well, there we go. Okay, now we are at 12. Okay, or 11.9. That's close enough, right? That's as low as my mic preamp will go. Okay, so I'm seeing 11.9 here. So if I plug the same thing into the Helix input, I should be getting about there. So that I'll adjust that to where that is. Here we go. Again, there might be something unbalancing from the line switch. I'm a little bit worried about that. Let's see what happens when I plug this in. Hold on. Okay, so this is allegedly coming out Unity gain from the 1/4 inch out. Ugh. So I just plugged that into the Helix, and it is showing -15. So I've lost 3 decibels somehow. Okay, how did I lose 3 decibels? So that's why the headphone sound's not ideal. Let me see what happens if I plug this halfway in here. No, it's the same thing. Okay, I'm not sure why I lost 3 decibels. Let's try something else. Okay, I'm gonna use a cable tester again. Though, man, this is balanced. I got to use something unbalanced. Hold on. Do I have an unbalanced quarter? Let me just. I'm just checking with the cable tester real fast. If I plug it into the XLR, oh, I know where it's going. Okay. So let's see what this does. So cable tester at minus 50. I'm getting it's 19.4. Now if I plug that in halfway, I'm dropping like 6 decibels, like I would expect. Oh boy. I'm really not sure how I'm gonna get unity here. What I need is I need a shorted one of these. Let me see if I can just short this real quick. Yeah. Oh man, the thing's about to break. I could pull this, or I could. Do I have an alligator clip? Let me see if I got an alligator clip in here somewhere. I know I keep buying them, but they disappear. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna short ground to. Wow, this seems to be on the. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out how this thing's wired. This it looks like the white is the tip. So I'm gonna short the ring, and let's see what we. Oh, yeah, in case you didn't see that, this is yeah. It seems like the easiest thing in the world would be to figure out where Unity levels are, right? But no, testing this stuff is tricky, man. All right, so that is shorted, and if I'm shorted, yeah, okay. So that's the level I should see, minus 25.1, and so let me see where that is when I plug in. I'm just the reason I'm not using this thing is because I'm worried about running out of batteries. Um, I have millions of rechargeable double A's. I just don't know where I put them, which is pretty much the story of my life. Like I only have so much room, so I really can't organize all that well. But then again, if I had more room, I'd probably just make a bigger mess. So it should be minus 25.1, and notice that that's not what we got here. Okay, so what's going on? So look at HX edit, see if there's anything on here. Oh boy. Now what I could do is just plug the guitar in, um, see what it is, and call that Unity, and be done with it. But as far as I can tell, I shouldn't be getting a boost here. Let me see. 1/4 inch is instrument level. If I change it to line level, it jumps way up. Go back down. This honestly should be the Unity setting right here. Change the volume knob. No, nothing changes. So that's at instrument level. I'm not all that confident that I'm at Unity gain. Okay. So I'm going to test one of the sends, okay? So let's do that. You know, look here. Yeah, look at that. So this guy's seeing -5. That's my true peak max. Okay. So I'm going to pull up HX edit. All right, and we're going to add a send here. I'm going to add send 1. And I'm going to look on the Helix. Send 1 says it's at instrument level. Okay. So I'm going to plug. So now I got to do this XLR to 1/4 inch thing again. This may be where this noise is coming from. Again, this is a balanced adapter, so I don't know what kind of shenanigans it's going to make. But we'll burn that bridge when we get to it, I guess. Didn't want to do that. That's the reach. Yeah. Well, I should be doing this with this on the desktop. That'd be a lot easier. Okay, so I should be seeing 5 here. And that's what I'm seeing. Okay, so instrument level at Unity. Let's make sure that's right. Helix edit, HX edit. We are at 0. I'm gonna turn off the drive through. It's about right. It's what we expect. Okay, so this is right. So the next thing I'm gonna do is plug the send into the return, and we're gonna see what we get from there. So I'm gonna put the 1/4 inch back of the 1/4 inch out. I got to remember to put all this stuff back. That's the tricky part too. Get some 1/4 inches. Oh, this feels very suspect. Good thing I didn't need that one at a show the last weekend. All right, so I'm gonna plug send into return. It shouldn't be getting anything. Yeah, okay, so this is dead, so that's right. Let's put this thing to self reset. About that. Okay, so we're at 0. I'm gonna add a return. Mix it 100%. So we've gained something here. That's not right. There may be some sort of makeup or something. Now, they're saying line input should be 8.5 decibels quieter. Oh, I don't really have a way to do that. Okay, let me put this in a different return. Hold on. I'm going to put this in return 2. Hold on 1 second. Hey. Oh, let me let you in there. Hold on. I just cover the bottom because if you put too much stuff in there. Okay. All good? Yeah, breaking my mind on science experiments right now, so I'm trying to make sure I'm measuring the same thing the same way each time. Right. So we see we're gaining something, I think. Let's change this to return to. Same level, 4.8. I mean, we're about -5. That's about right. Okay. Change return to line level. Let's see what happens. That guy's right. Uh, yeah, I think that's about right. Maybe even more. Okay, so I'm gonna put that back. Instrument level. Now I wonder if we send line level into the Tonex, will we get less noise? But if I do send line level in, what is it? So right now it's 4.8. Okay. So if I change that to line level, am I going to go over? No. Line level. Line level. So 4.8 was mic level was 4.8. I'm gonna start remembering this. I'm gonna email myself for now. Okay. Close Helix levels. Line level. It comes out to -2.6. Instrument level. -4.8. 1.8. Okay, so what does that tell me? I know this is negatives, so that's that is 2.2 decibels different. Man, the return is completely different. The return like blasts it off the chart. That's interesting. That seems to make no sense. I think there's something to do with impedance too. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna leave that there for now. I'm just gonna okay. So next thing to do, now that we know that send and return are unity, it's fine. Let me go into. Oh man. Okay, so there's a couple things that I got to think about here. Interesting. All right, I'm gonna return. I'm gonna plug this guy back in the way it was. I'm gonna make send two go to the Tonex and send one return. Send two to the Tonex. Send. Gonna change this to send two. I also want to know something about the levels of the amplifiers. I think the Helix amps. Actually, let's test that right now. Let's test that right now. And we got to make something that's going to saturate so it doesn't just add volume. Okay, so this should be 4.8. Or look at that. Yeah, in fact, I'm gonna turn these effects. Oh no, I can't. Shoot. Okay, well, it just should be around 5.2 someplace. Okay, how about that? So I'm gonna do amp and cab. Let's do whatever. Amp and cab. Look at that. So amp and cab, you drop a lot, like 9 decibels. Why is that? Why is that? I'm doing my negative math wrong. I mean, I know you guys could help me with that. So stock Brit amp and cab. So what are mine looking like then? Okay, this is gonna get ugly real quick. Hopefully we don't actually hear this though. I think I have this muted, so should be okay. I think. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. Yep. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna load up one of my presets. Yeah. See, I think I have my. I think I have my amp wrong. Multi-output. So now, oh wait a second. No, I have my amp at about where the Helix ones are. I think. Do this again. Should be 5.2 is Unity. It's interesting that their amps. Let's try a couple different amps. Let's just do the 2204. Let's see. Maybe the levels are all over the place. We'll find out. The no loop is minus 5.2. Unity with the loop was like 4.8 or something. We'll get that in Unity with loop. Amp and cab. 4 is minus 15.3. Let's do one of the newer ones. Photographer. Minus 14.3. So these are going to be around the same. And remember, we're doing a 1K test tone. This isn't necessarily, and I don't know if we're saturating or not. Let me crank up the level on the mic preamp here. I'm sending a lot more signal in, so it should be saturating at this point. Interesting. Test tone level seems to have. Oh no! Oh crap! Hold on, I'm screwing up. That was on the cable tester mode, not the test tone mode. Okay, hold on. See, this is why this stuff is hard. Okay, so Unity is screwed up. Sorry, I'm going to start this over. Unity with no loop is minus 9.4. Wow, I really screwed up. I'm sorry. Holy, what a dummy. Minus 9.4. I'm going to come out to Unity. Send. So whatever, this should be minus 9.4, depending on if this balance cable makes any difference or not. Oh, man. See, this is why this stuff is tricky, man. If that's send one, no drive through. Okay, so it's picked up. It's picked up a little bit. Send at instrument level. So it's picked up 0.1 dB or 0.3 dB. It's 9.1. Send at line level is woo. Yeah, now we're seeing what I was expecting to be seeing. Yeah, it's not by that much, but send at line level minus 4.0. And I'm going by the True Peak Max on Ulean. I'm not looking so much at the Reaper meters, but okay. So let's send at line level. Now, I have some combinations I need to do with the returns. Yeah, let me plug this back into the output so we know that now. Okay. And again, I got to remember to put all this back the way I had it. We do send 1 to return 2. Let's do that. Return 2. This fun. Send 1 to return 2. Here. Almost want to just make Reaper smaller. How about that? Now we can do this. Send 1. I mean, do return 2. No drive through. Oh, no, not send 2. Return 2. Okay, so we make this instrument level. So I'm going to do so Unity with the loop and instrument level is minus 8.8. Okay, so that's gained 0.3 decibels. That's what we saw with the send, right? Minus 8.8. So I'm going to do Unity with send instrument return line. It should tell me something. Okay, so send instrument return is line. And we are getting minus 16.8. So we've dropped quite a bit here. I think that's about right what the guy was saying. Something like 8.5 around there. Right. Okay, Unity with loop at line level. So that's going to be the send and the return. Here we go. Well, isn't that special? So this is about where the Unity with no loop is. I wonder if there's some kind of impedance thing here, because for Unity with no loop, we're getting minus 9.4. And again, I hope my battery doesn't die on this thing. I got to go find all my extra batteries. So I'm getting on the line level loop. It's minus 9.3, which is, proper, right? The other one, the loop actually gained quite a bit of volume. Not a whole decibel, but almost like half a decibel with the instrument level. Impedance matters to Tonex as well. Huh. So the other one is Unity with send at line and return at instrument. And I wonder if this is where we're going to want to go. We don't have to crank up the volume of Tonex. I'm going to bypass it. I can't remember how to do that. We'll do that in a second. Okay, so this is going to be send at line. That is going to go off the charts. Minus 3.8. Okay. Look at the amps and cabs. I'm gonna take the loop out. We should be back at minus 9.4 or 9.3. Okay, so we're close. I think this is just measurement precision at this point. Okay, so 2204. Or here, let's just do the cartographer since it's already there. Yeah, minus 22.7. So getting a substantial gain reduction here. All right. Now, am I saturating this amp? So I'm going to put more gain into it. So that's plus 4 instead of minus 10. So I think we're saturating. Let's test this on a clean signal. Okay, so here's the amp. Or here's no amp. And now this is minus 10. Here's minus 50. Here's plus 4. Plus 4 isn't doing much more than minus 10. That's kind of scaring me. So maybe I should have been testing this at minus 50. However, let's just turn this amp back on. Here's plus 4. It's minus 20.9. Here's minus 10. Also minus 20.9. How did I just get minus 22.7 then? Must have been looking at the wrong thing. Okay, what about minus 50? Okay, it looks like minus 50 is enough to charge up an amp. So I guess that doesn't make any difference. I guess we could listen to this real quick. See what this sounds like. So minus 50 is enough to saturate that amp. That's interesting. Okay, now that's really annoying, so I'm going to turn that off. Sorry. Okay. So we got photographer coming in at Oh, now it's saying minus 22.7 again. What in the world is going on here? Oh, now it just jumped. Oh man, I don't know what's going on. All right, I'm just going to call it minus 22.7. Okay, let's go for the 2204. And minus 21.6. Let's try less. Minus 16. Okay, so this one has a lot less gain. Minus 21. That's about minus 21. Okay, so their amps are at like minus 21. Let's see where mine are. Bypass everything else. Using that and turn that off. My amp. So I'm running a lot hotter. My amp is minus 15. Now the question is, man, question is, should I be running the Tonex at the volumes that the Helix amps are at, or should I be running it at Unity? That's a scary one. I mean, I could return them at much less volume. My amp is actually 7 decibels louder than 6 or 7 decibels louder than the Helix ones, and I do have sometimes some scratchy kind of outputs, and I wonder if that has something to do with it. All right, I'm gonna put the Tonex in the effects loop now. Boy, and I got to remember some stuff. So let me get that first. Then send to and return one. Oh man, I just send to. Yep, send to. Send to and return one. They're both going to be at instrument level. Send to return one. 100% mix. Yeah, if you guys can shed any light on this in the chat, I would be super thrilled. Okay. Okay, so now this is a Tonex amp going here, but I have to pull up the Tonex manual because I don't know how to do this. Yeah. So we got to look at input trim, output volume, and then how to bypass. Trim in. Okay. So how do I get there? Global setup, trim in. Yeah, it really sucks that you can't control this from the software. You know, like I'm so spoiled by the Helix. That's probably just being biased. Let's check this quick. Okay. 1 second, sorry. Yeah, we had like a last minute emergency live sound gig this week, and that was pretty crazy. Let's see what he says. Okay. Okay, sorry. And a lot happens in the mornings. One of our marketers is reaching out to Barry Johns. And, I do some videos responding to Barry Johns from time to time. Actually, I like his channel. I think people think that I'm in some kind of war with him. I'm not. It's just he called me a troll for asking for evidence one time. So, okay. All right. So trim, you got to make sure the trim is in. So you go to global setup. How do you go to global setup? Oh, there was a naming thing. Somebody said I can change the names. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. The global setup naming. Okay. No, that's not. Okay. So somebody was wrong again on Facebook. Imagine that. People are always wrong. Um, all right. I'm going to go to the Tonex and Amplitude users group. So let's go here. You are wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. Okay, is there a way to keep 0, 1, or whatever from being added to the preset names when you import the pedal to the desktop? Oh, that only changes how the names displayed. Characters that get added when you import Tonex pedals to Tonex desktop software. Again, and look, this is why I make these things all the time, man. When you ask a technical question, you're there because you want a technical answer. Instead, the guy goes, naming in the global parameters. It's in the manual. Yeah, I'm stupid for not reading the manual. Guess what? You're wrong. So don't get so snarky when you don't know what the hell you're talking about, man. This stuff drives me nuts. Okay, so here we go again. Oh, so yeah, there's also the live mode and the oh, here it is, expression calibration. Okay, I don't care about that. There's also like a live mode and a interface mode, and I'm not sure the difference between them. Should look that up in a second, but I'm looking for trim in interface volume operation mode. Okay, operation mode sets Tonex's operator mode live. The most common way to use the pedal in live situations. Interface on the pedals and interface in the audio is recorded and monitored using the computer. I have no idea why there's a difference here. What difference does that make? Oh, let's make sure it's in live mode, and then we're gonna go back to trim it. Okay, now how do I bypass? How do I bypass? Oh wait, okay, so it says main volume, both dry and wet, active and dry, and bypass volumes. Okay, so let me go to bypass. Not configuration. I want to bypass the whole thing. So does bypass actually bypass the amp just by pressing the switch? I think that's what it's saying. Okay, let's just try that. Okay, so where are we? We are at minus 22.1. And I think that's with an amp active. We'll find out. See if we switch and something a little bit different. So if I press the button again, is it going to bypass the amp? Wow. Okay. So does this mean that's clean? Well, I kind of want to plug my guitar in and find out if this is right or not. Yeah, let me grab a guitar because I am not sure about what's going on here. It seems like not enough gain. Okay, so I was expecting, and I know there's some reasons why this wouldn't be, due to like peaks and things like that. Like guitars can have like an insane peak, but I was expecting that the bypass, the active amp would be a lot louder in Tonex than the bypass. So we're gonna do this. This is okay. Tonex. Unity, send, and return. Unity, send, and return. Instrument level. Send and return instrument level. Last. Yeah, I am confused now because man, it is a lot quieter with that amp, isn't it? It said let's see this. It's volume control on the Tonex. Is that just an attenuator? Let's turn it down. Not doing anything in bypass. Interesting. Okay. It's minus 7.4. So Tonex has gained 2 decibels. that I can't account for. Not quite 2 decibels because the Unity at instrument level is a little bit louder. So it's minus 7.4. Okay. Let's do the return at instrument level. Do the return at line level. Turn at line level is 14.8. Let's do line level for both send and return. Next, trim, input, trim, 0, output. Is that the name of it? And main volume at 0, 0. Okay, so now we're going to do this one next. Line level. Line. And what are we getting there? Interesting. Unity loop at 9 levels. So still, no, now we've lost a little bit. Interesting. 12.6. Gain with the instrument, lose with line. Interesting. Interesting. Both at instrument level, the line, there's a 7 dB. I wonder. I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to work out how the input works. Let's do the opposite one now. Line send. It's going to be, oh, interesting, minus 14.8 again. Line level, send it line. Oh no, I screwed up. Okay, 2 is the send, right? Return this. Oh man. Line, return it instrument. -5, -4.8. Why am I getting different readings each time I click this? I shouldn't be getting different readings. What's going on here? Okay, send it line, return it instrument, -5.2. Okay, so let me do send and return at line 9. I think this can be the same. -10, yeah, close enough. Now the one that I'm worried about, send at instrument. Turn at line level. -4.8. Okay, I think I got everything. I'm going to turn the amp back on. Okay, with the amp on. Oh, wait, let me turn these back to instrument. Amp on. Interesting. I get like the same level as the Helix. Minus 22.5. Let me try one of the IK multimedia ones. Actually, I'm going to pull up Tonex. And I'm just going to pull up some of their presets. Tonex pedal not connected. No, you lie. I was all confused. Yeah, I'm at like the same values. For their amps as my amp. I think I was running my amps too hot. That's one thing. I'll deal with that. Here's like one of their 5150 presets. 0.3, 24.2. The minus 24.2. So that's the level they're expecting to see. Interesting that's going to be so much quieter than Unity. Hot Rod Deluxe going to be a lot louder. Clean, it's going to be, look, see, the clean ones are going to be louder. And minus 22. The high gain ones are going to be quieter, at least with the 1K test tone. Go clean. Look how loud the cleans are. Interesting. I mean, there always is some discrepancy, the peak and distortion levels, but I'm going to have to re-level all my stuff. So I'm 7 decibels too hot. So I got to lower, I guess I got to lower my keyboards, my cleans, and my amps by 7 decibels. And I think I'll be able to get this right. Let me pull up Helix Native, and I'm going to fix some levels here. Copy these. Start on, so start on 5. Okay, see ya. This is gonna be the ones where I fix the level. So what I'm gonna do here. Hello? Okay, I'm kind of confusing myself by where my levels should be. I'm wondering if I should put line level return on this thing. So I was at 15 and I dropped by 7 dB on the harmonizer. So I'm going to drop by, actually, where am I? So I was at uh, 15 minus 15, and I was at, yeah, about the same, minus 16. It's 15. So I want to drop, actually, I just want to drop 6. So I want to get to minus 22. Let me see if the line does that, or if that goes too far. That's a little too far. I'm just gonna keep both at instrument level. Okay, so okay, change this to return 200%, and I want this to be 6 decibels less. So it should be at like, oh, what in the world? All right, I just dropped. When I was on return 1, wasn't it saying that it was at minus, oh man, hold on. Turn 1. No. Oh man. All right, I'm gonna get my levels straight. I'm probably gonna do this without the test tone. So, but thank you for watching this absolutely painful. Uh, who knows what I found? I found something. I just got to think about it, put it back together in my head. I'll see you guys later. Yeah, I expected up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know nothing. Poo Ninja. I'm so confused right now. Sorry, I had a long call for some shows coming up, and oh man. All right, so I already dropped 3 decibels. With this thing, I should be at minus 22. So I'm almost there. Both of them return 2. Okay, I'm so confused right now. Yeah, reset yourself. I'm dying. All right. So I think this thing should be around minus 22, just about there. Let me pull that down. I think that's going to mean I got to turn my cleans down and my keyboards down too. So I dropped the other one by 7 decibels. So let me just aim for minus 22 here. Close enough. Okay. I plug a guitar in, see what kind of nonsense I get. Okay. Oh, that sounds very, very wrong. key am I in? C minor. So I dropped this main level by 6 decibels, and I dropped my harmony by 7 decibels. That should have been enough. The harmony's too loud. I mean, that's exactly where it should be according to numbers and stuff, but I don't know. All right, I'm going to fight this battle.